All right, guys, we got some new mods that we're going to be going over. Some of the latest mods of the week. These are, as always, for the mod videos. This is cross-platform, PC, PS5, Xbox, doesn't matter. Whatever console you're on, these will be available to you. So anyways, guys, let's get into the video. So the first mod we have here is the scooter. It's just a fun little mod, nothing too crazy. 1,500 bucks, 20 horsepower, goes 30 kilometers a second. Obviously, not that effective, but just kind of fun. Rated pretty highly at 4.5 stars. Just a little mod, kind of one of those. Like, why not? Kind of fun to put around your farm, like just kind of move around. Another vehicle option, especially if you're playing with your buddies. You guys know how it is. Gets a little tedious at times. You're waiting for stuff to do. This is a fun way to pass the time. So the scooter mod. This next mod here is the JCB FastTrack 8000 icon. The reason why I have this one on here that I'm highlighting is because obviously anytime they come out with a tractor, a large tractor at that, 4,000 horsepower, that's unique, not kind of similar to ones in the base game, I'm going to highlight it because, the game does not have enough tractors in the base game. Has a lot of fun stuff in it, looks really good, and it's definitely unique, which is awesome. It's got that, looks like a little bit of a British flag there. But you got different configurations you can do, multiple engines. It comes with 300, 348, 400 horsepower, which is, most of the time plenty. Fairly cheap, starts out at 289, which is competitive. Max speed 70 kilometers an hour. I'm not sure what that translates to. I would imagine it's like 36 miles per hour or so. So it keeps up with the Fent. And, it's just another alternative to the Fent, which is great, because that's kind of the only track that's really worth buying right now. So if this can equally take over that spot, it gives you more options. So that's always good. So that's the JCB 8000 icon. Now this next one here is a little bit for you more realistic fellers that also don't like packing pits. It's the Fermentor 60,000 liter option. The reason why I like this one over the mixer and fermenter mod that came out earlier is simply because you actually have to put something into it. You have to input diesel in order to get the silage out of it. You could put straw, chaff, dry grass, whatever you want into it, but you also put diesel in it. So you actually have to it has a cost to using it more or less, which is kind of, it adds some spice to it, right? Because if you're just using the mixer fermenter mod, it's almost too easy. You just kind of throw it in there and call it a day. It's super cheap. So this thing's a little more realistic, a little more user-friendly. Not user-friendly, my bad. A little more user-involved is the proper word, right? You actually have to do things with it. It's not just fire and forget like some of the other mixer and fermenter mods. But anyways, Fermentor, 60,000 liters. If you guys are into cows, highly recommend it. And the last mod we have for the video, we have the all-purpose tool. This is just a kind of funny little thing. You stick it on the front of a tractor. You can, carry different stuff, strap it down. You can put goats in there. You can put your little tuk-tuk, whatever it fits. Just kind of another option for moving stuff around. Acts kind of like a trailer, but, you can stick on the front of a tractor. It's just, just kind of fun. This would be super useful if you're doing for getting fertilizer around, right? Because in the base game, it's kind of a pain where you run out of seeds. You got to go all the way back to the store to pick it up. You could simply put a couple pallets into this thing and then drive it back with you, and or keep it on there when you're seeding. That would also work too. So there's different things you can do with that. Also works for animal transport, but it's kind of cool. So that's why I have this one on the list. And the last one we have here is the floodlight trailer. This isn't as big of an issue as it was in FS22, but in FS25 you can actually see a little bit. However, it is still kind of a pain to work at night, but this will solve those issues. It's a mobile light source. Yes, you could technically just drive a tractor and turn it on, but this thing works better than that. Pretty cool. Comes with a lamp control with a controller, optional beacon lights, all that fun stuff. Really get you back into those youth football days, right? So you can feel like you're playing like a kid again. But yeah, so this one kind of fills that niche of lighting up the darkness because everyone knows that night sucks in this game. But it's better in this one than it has been in the past. So pretty cool mod. And that is it for kind of the ones I want to specifically highlight. There are some more mods that have come out recently, a couple mowers, you got your plows, the normal stuff, obviously your decorational things, a couple silos, nothing too crazy in that regard, but most of these, pretty standard. Round baler plush, a couple more baler options, some fertilizer options, mostly cosmetic stuff, so I'm not going to get into them too much. But yeah, so decent mod set this week, nothing too crazy, but the mods are starting to flow. As you guys can see, we actually have more than one little option in everything, which is starting to get pretty cool. So the mods are flowing, they're starting to come out. It's looking good. The community's putting in work like they always do. Giants is finally picking up the slack and pushing them through. and it's good to see. So game's in a good spot, and yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. I would appreciate it. Anyways, guys, peace out.